Do not listen when people say that a man will change for the right woman. It is not true. If you're dating a guy and he's already had long-term relationships, you probably will get a bit of an improved version of him after his last relationship. But what you're getting of him is what the last girl couldn't fix, and you won't be able to either. If he was going to change, he would have changed for them after being with them for all those years. He's not going to magically wake up and change one day. You're going to be in the same boat as them, I promise you. Because men only change for themselves when something goes off in their brain and makes them want to change.
Welcome to The Wall. Today we're taking a look at the new so-called experts on love. Single women who call themselves dating coaches, giving relationship advice they can't even follow themselves. They talk about men, love, and respect, but they interpret everything as toxic, as if the problem is always the man and never their own choices. Help us reach 170,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. We always highlight the best one. And endless thanks to the fans who watch our videos every day. Let's get started.
What should a woman do if her husband is going to an early dinner with a work homie that's a woman? Look, I have no tolerance for this kind of disrespect. A married man that values you is not going to put you in this situation. He's taking another woman on dates, right? Like, call it what it is. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not, believe men when they're blatantly lying. If a man like that hasn't already cheated, he's going to, right? He's building a relationship with that woman to cheat. Like I said, you're asking someone that has no tolerance for that kind of disrespect. I don't believe men's lies. So this might sound a little extreme to someone, but this is what I would do. If I was in this situation, I would say, "Oh, you have a girlfriend. I didn't realize we were seeing other people. Thanks for letting me know." Tell him you're gonna find a boyfriend. Like, honestly, or just, tell him you need divorce papers because you didn't realize that you were gonna be dating other people. That's literally just a date. Going to dinner with someone that's not your wife, and then coming home to your wife after spending your money on another woman, like he took her on a date. Dinner is a date. A married man going out with another woman is taking another woman on a date. That's not his work homie, that's his girlfriend. So, short answer would be don't tolerate it. A man that genuinely values you is going to be loyal to you, is going to be faithful to you throughout your marriage long term, is not going to be taking other women to dinner. He's not going to be going to dinner with other women. And coworkers are one of the main sources of affairs, right? Like, that's one of the top ways that people end up cheating, is people they meet at work. So yeah, this is unacceptable.
Stop it. Get some help.
I never support infidelity. When she says, that's literally a date, it shows a narrow-minded view of the world where a man isn't allowed to have a social or professional life outside of marriage. That kind of logic infantilizes the relationship because trust no longer exists. Her reaction comes from distrust and insecurity, not from any real understanding of male behavior. A man can have dinner with a female coworker without it having any romantic meaning. Not every interaction between opposite sexes is a date. A lot of men, especially those who are responsible and focused, understand the difference between a professional interaction and betrayal. The problem is that many women, like the one in the video, operate under the belief that every man is guilty until proven innocent, and that mindset destroys more marriages than any innocent dinner ever could.
I don't know if anyone else in their 30s can relate to this, but I feel like life just feels very heavy at the moment. I'm feeling very overwhelmed, confused. I just don't know how to feel at the moment. I think I'm struggling with the fact that my life is feeling very stagnant at the moment. I feel like my life, nothing's changed that much or progressed in the last 4 years. And I think it's hard when you're the age that I am and you're seeing people around you getting married or getting engaged or either having children or having more children. A lot of my friends now are having their second child or pregnant with their second child or just got married, and like, I'm not there. I want to be there, like, but I just feel like my life's stuck at the moment and I want it to progress, but I'm obviously not in a position where, like, that's gonna happen anytime soon. And, like, I think it probably sounds like I'm being really, like unsupportive, but, like, I'm still so happy for my friends and, like, I can be like, basically, like, you can still be happy for other people that they're, like, having children and getting married and stuff, but you also can feel, like, really sad as well, like, that's not happening for you. Like, I mean, I don't want to get married. Like, I think it's a scam. I think marriage is a scam. Like, it's not for me. Like, but, like, I think, I don't know, like, I think it's the thought of someone wanting to marry you. Like, that's the thought, that's what gets me more. Like, it's the fact that someone would like you that much. I don't know. I'm fucking chatting shit now, but yeah, I just feel really stuck at the moment, and like nothing's progressing. My life just feels quite flat at the moment, and I'm finding that quite hard because I want my life to like be progressing and it's not. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this. I probably feel better now. I've just say how I'm feeling out loud. Sometimes I feel like that's a good therapy, just to kind of talk it out. But yeah.
She's hitting the wall. Women can push the idea of being strong and independent, but you can't fight your biology. Once you hit your 30s and certain areas of your life are in place, your mind starts filling up with thoughts about what's missing. In this case, it's a family. After a while, those independent achievements don't bring the same satisfaction. The worst part is seeing your circle shrink, because everyone else is focused on their families, on building something more, on having kids. And little by little, you're being left behind. She says she doesn't believe in marriage, but what really hurts is that no one ever cared enough to offer her one. Brothers, the wall doesn't forgive.
5 signs you're in a toxic relationship. If you're experiencing these things, it's time to leave. I'm Kimberly, I'm a relationship coach. Give me a follow if you need help navigating your love life. 1, they only seem to point out what's wrong with you and it feels like there's constant criticism. 2, there's an imbalance of power and you feel like you're being controlled. 3, you're not your best self around them and you don't like the person you've become. 4, your self-esteem goes down and you're constantly questioning everything around you. And 5, you keep waiting and waiting for things to get better, hoping that all of this will change.
Lots of red pill guys are men who were oblivious. They were taught to be nice to women until they got their heart broken. They saw that the bad guys get the women they were nice to and then they become red pill. If your kindness towards women was entirely dependent on whether they were willing to sleep with you, you were already a bad guy. You didn't need to turn to the red pill.
If a man apologizes like this, run, because it's not an apology, it's manipulation. A real apology requires accountability, right? A fake one, that's a whole different game. If you've ever heard, I'm sorry you feel that way, or I didn't mean it like that, that's not an apology, that's gaslighting. Instead of admitting they hurt you, they'll twist it to make you feel unreasonable for being upset. And a lot of times, they'll flip it right back on you. I wouldn't have done this if you didn't overreact in the first place. This isn't an apology. It's about dodging responsibility while making you doubt your own feelings. And here's the key. Real change never comes from these fake apologies. A healthy partner who cares about you doesn't just say sorry, they show it. Their words match their actions, and they make an effort to actually do better for you. But a manipulator, they'll apologize just enough to keep you from leaving, only to repeat that same behavior later. And this pattern of fake apologies is a huge red flag. If somebody refuses to take real accountability, they're showing you exactly who they are. So pay attention, because how they apologize says everything about who they really are.
You know why there are so many single women? It's because they want a relationship while still acting like they're single. If a woman doesn't want a man to have any kind of say in her life, then she's better off staying out of relationships and just living freely. As for all the talk about toxic relationships, let's be clear, a lot of the time, the one accusing someone of being toxic is really just someone who can't handle frustration. If your partner corrects you, sets boundaries, or doesn't always validate your emotions, that doesn't mean he's controlling you. It means he's not willing to be shaped into your ideal. The irony is that many women say they want a strong man, but when they finally get one, they mistake strength for dominance. A man with principles isn't going to say yes to everything or walk on eggshells just to avoid upsetting you. Healthy relationships aren't about never having conflict. Men apologize differently, more with actions than words. But today that's not good enough, because women want apologies delivered the right way, like it's some kind of moral test.
Women.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but girlies, date guys who actually like you. Okay, like stop dating guys who low-key hate you and you're just like making excuses for them. And how can you tell? I feel like something that's very obvious is that if he can't even treat you as well as how he treats his friends, that's like a major red flag. And number two, if he can't treat you as well as how your friends treat you, if he can't even do favors for you or treat you nicely or speak to you respectfully the way that your friends show you love and take care of you, well, then what are you doing? Also, another thing, if he is purposely trying to make your life difficult, like let's not even talk about him making your life easier because that's what he should be doing. But if he's purposely making your life difficult and bringing problems to you, that's going to be a no. Okay, think about it. Someone who really loves and cherishes you will not want to see you struggling, will not want to see you suffering, will not want to see you having a hard time. He's not going to say things like, oh, I thought you were a strong woman. You can do it by yourself. I believe in you, babe. Like, men who truly love you, regardless of like how much they believe in you, they will want to help you. They will want to support you. They will want to take care of you. Whether or not you accept their help, that's on you. But men who truly love you will want to help you.
This kind of message is the clearest reflection of modern-day egocentrism. Women ask for help, but never explain what they bring to the table in return. They say a man should make their life easier, but don't mention a single way they make a man's life better. They want financial, emotional, and physical support, but they don't offer stability, respect, or real partnership. Notice how she never says how she helps, how she makes a man's life easier. And when she keeps talking about help, you know she's really talking about money, because what they want is an easier life. That whole idea that men should treat you as well as they treat their friends is a meaningless comparison. With friends, there's no emotional baggage, no constant expectations or complaints. It's easy to be kind when I don't owe you anything and you're not demanding anything from me either.
Okay, let's talk about 10 telltale signs if this man is toxic. Also, the way I'm wearing like a set from my activewear line right now, but I have my boyfriend's sweater over it, his little frat sweater, because it's so cold in his apartment. I don't know what's going on. Number one is know that if he tries to tell you what to wear or shames you for your outfit choices, he's giving off a really insecure vibe. Number two is if he goes out of his way to try to isolate you from your friends. This is usually a tactic so you have no one else to turn to but him, and it's toxic. Number three is that he's constantly going out of his way to try to make you feel crazy jealous. And by that, I mean constantly comparing you to other women that he knows, or talking about them, or telling you about all the women that want to be with him so bad. I know that sounds cringy, but believe it or not, a lot of guys do that. Number four is that if he speaks to you in a disrespectful tone or way, especially in front of other people. Any man who does that for like, oh, the butt of the joke, or just like to kind of put you down is a red flag. Number five is that he's constantly going out of his way to try to make you feel insecure, pointing out small flaws and just little things to knock you down a peg or two. Number six is that he's constantly and frequently Snapchatting and texting other women. Number seven is that when he's drunk, he lashes out on you or gets aggressive. That's not only a red flag, but also really just scary in general. Like, that's what we're not gonna be putting up with, for real. Number eight is that he's very into drugs and also tries to encourage you into that lifestyle. I know that sounds really niche, but unfortunately it actually happens to a lot of people, and I feel like it's a really scary lifestyle that a lot of people get sucked into because of their romantic partners. Or number 9 is that he will try to dictate what you post on social media and tell you to like delete certain posts. Also, this highlight is fucking insane. Any guy that tries to control like your character and your online presence and like the way people are perceiving you is bad news, because then it's like, does he even love you for you and like love you unconditionally? Number 10 is that he'll shame you for your outfit choices or for going out and like getting dinner and drinks with girlfriends. I feel like that's a classic case of controlling man disease, to be honest. And the worst types of men out there are the ones that make you feel guilty for living your life. I already know I'm going to get some comments that are like, my boyfriend's done every single one of those things on the list. What do I do? Or they're going to be like, he's done 7 out of 10 things on that list. And to that I say, why is he still your boyfriend? And this is the glam.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I believe we're heading toward a time when men will treat women with complete indifference because they'll have earned it. Beyond whether a man is controlling or extreme, the truth is, many women see any form of care from a man as control. You call any man toxic just for setting a boundary, but you never stop to ask if your own actions are crossing his. That's the real irony. Most of the women who label everything as toxic are actually the most controlling ones. They're the ones who won't let you have a single female friend, who get upset if you go out with your boys on the weekend, and who slowly pull you away from them over time. But of course, that's not called manipulation. One thing I've learned in life is that people who know how to recognize certain patterns also know exactly how to use them. Remember, the thief thinks everyone else is a thief. So, brother, watch out for the ones who call everything toxic. Sometimes, they just don't want you to have the same control they're trying to have over you. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Why is it that any form of care from a man toward a woman is seen as control or toxic these days? And what's your take on the 30-year-old woman who's starting to feel the weight of loneliness? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.